Academy Comets will be taking on the highly regarded Wildcats of Deer Creek in the opener. If we may, let's take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for Lynn Peterson's Wildcats, and let's wait, the Rotsay High School Band, who are hosting it here tonight for the Hillcrest Academy Comets, will play our national anthem. We're back as we get ready to look at the starting lineup for tonight's action. First of all, coming out of District 24, Deer Creek, the Wildcats, coached by Lynn Peterson. They are 23-1 on the year. And if you wonder about Deer Creek, they were here in the regional tournament in 1968. In that year, they represented District 22. They have moved out of District 22 and made themselves felt very quickly this year as they won the District 24 title. For Lynn Peterson, this is the way his crew will start it out here in the Region 6 opener this evening. On the front line was Steve Lang, a 6-foot junior. His running mate, Brian Bowe, a 6-foot junior. At center, the guy who makes their club go, Craig Palin, 6'2", a senior. As we move to the backside, they got a little bit of a kid by the name of Brian Mackey. He's a real hustler, 5'5". He's a senior, and he is their ball magician. The other guard will be handled by Greg Truax, 5'9", and he's a junior. So Lynn Peterson will be starting 3 juniors for this evening's action. A little bit of nostalgia here, as Lynn Peterson is a graduate of Rotsay High School. The Rotsay High School Band are here tonight, but not playing for Lynn Peterson and the Wildcats. They are filling in as the host band for the Hillcrest Academy Comets. Now, if we may, let's take a look at the District 23 champions, the Hillcrest Academy Comets, hobbled by sickness and injury, but still ready to go here tonight. This is the way they'll start it out. Bill Colbeck, who saw his 12-4 Hillcrest Academy Comets capture the District 23 title the first time they were in it, will start up front with John Christensen, a 6'1" in sophomore. His running mate on the front side will be Manly Olso, 6 foot a senior. At center, the kid who's got to make him go, a kid who has hobbled with an injury he received in the first quarter of the championship game, Ken Dolan. On the backside, the old portside shooter, the left-hander, Al Ostrander, and the general of the club, Randy Sedovic. Both these kids are seniors. Ostrander, 6 foot, and Randy Sedovic at 6'1". Those are your starting lineup for the opening game here. 64 minutes away from the Minnesota State Tournament for both these clubs. Just 8 quarters of basketball. Tonight, one of them will be derailed. For them, there will be tears, but for the other side, there will also be tears, but there'll be tears of joy. But that, of course, is all part and parcel of high school basketball. Hillcrest fans are really fired up here tonight, and now it's a matter, of course, as we look at these two clubs, whether or not the Hillcrest Academy Comets can continue the excellent basketball they played in District 23. For the Wildcats of Deer Creek, they've got to be able to penetrate the Hillcrest zone. Well, taking a look at the clubs, we feel that Hillcrest will try probably to keep a little pressure on the Deer Creek guards coming up with the ball and then drop very quickly back to their very capable zone defense. We'll take a look now over at Deer Creek. Deer Creek, actually, many feel are a year away.
Starting at junior wearing number 14, Greg
Truax comes out. Remember, this is a club that beat a very excellent New York Mills team.
Number 20, Brian
Mackey and Truax, neither one very big, handling the guard duties tonight for Deer Creek.
Starting at one forward, junior wearing number 42, Steve Lang.
Lang comes out. These kids were also part of an excellent football team this fall.
Junior wearing number 30, Brian Bowe.
Brian Bowe comes out. And here's their big man. And this kid is built. He is an excellent football player and a great basketball player. And that, of course, the Wildcats of Deer Creek, as we turn now for the introduction of the lineup of the Hillcrest Academy Comets.
For the whole team on your
The home team on the board. We were talking before the action got underway here, before the team came out with Carl Beck. And we were talking about probably that Hillcrest would have a little floor advantage because they played 3 games here. This floor is 10 feet longer than a normal high school floor. Checking now as Petrovic comes out. And old Pepper, the left-hander, Al Ostrander, comes out.
Starting at forward, sophomore wearing number 41.
John Christensen comes out. Just a sophomore.
The other forward, senior wearing number 35.
And the also will come out.
And starting at center, senior with number 25.
Here he is. You hear it for him. $10. And we're ready to go. Well, hang on to your hat. It's high school basketball tournament time. Palin will be jumping against Ken Dolan. The kids all shake hands and are ready to go.
The announcement, if Jerry Sagan is in the crowd for Glenwood, Jerry Sagan is Glenwood.
They're having Manley also jump now so that Ken Dolan will not have to pounce on that ankle any more than he has to.
Before the field off his first emergency phone call. Thank you.
So Palin will be the taller of the two as they sky it up. They put the ball up and the tip comes back deep, picked off back there by Mackey. Deer Creek coming up. They look at that zone defense. They're going to look at it all night. Mackey walks with the ball. He put his shot up off the front lip. He walks. They put a pressure defense on now, man to man. Hillcrest will bring it in at side court. Let's see how they go with their defense. Man for man in the back court. Off to Ostrander. Ostrander with the ball. Comes up, loops the pass up, and he walks with the ball. Both clubs exchanging turnovers here in the early go. Deer Creek will come up. Handling on the inbounds will be Bowe. Bowe, no doubt, will go back to Mackey at the point. Mackey over to Bowe. Stolen by Petrovic. Petrovic comes up into the front court. Petrovic drives, goes around the side, and he locks. Well, 2 trips each way and 4 turnovers. Both clubs very tight here in the goal. Bowe coming up into the front court. Bowe has it kicked by Ostrander. And Deer Creek will come in again. Bowe will handle. Bowe comes back deep now to Mackey. Mackey at the point working against that zone. They go into the corner. Truax back out to Mackey. Mackey on the far side trying to get something going to Bowe. Bowe looking. Come back out to Mackey. Mackey comes out deeper now. Over the far side to Bowe. Unable to penetrate so far. Mackey in the middle. Lang. Off one side. Truax. He's got 2. Truax with 2. And Deer Creek lead it 2-0. John Christensen against that zone pressure up to Ostrander. Ostrander with the ball. Loops it across court, taken by Petrovic. Petrovic at the point now. Petrovic looking at a zone defense. Both clubs going to the zone. On the baseline, Manley also puts it up, no good. Rebound bounced off the head of John Christensen. Picked up Deer Creek. Coming up into the front court, it's Mackey. Mackey over to Bowl. Bowl into the corner, knocked down, picked off by Bowl. Back front court, Truax. Truax on the wing, goes to the baseline, holds up. Back out, Lang over to Mackey. Mackey holds up, far side to Bowl. Bowl one bounce, in the middle, Lang, along the line, Palin, shot, no good. Rebound and a foul goes to Palin. Palin picks up the foul. Hillcrest will come in. There's a pass to Tredovic. Back to John Christensen. Christensen in traffic off to Ostrander. Ostrander coming up. Loops it across on the far side to Tredovic. Tredovic in the middle, deflected. Goes out of bounds, and Hillcrest will have it. Hillcrest are as tight as an old fiddle right here. Ready to go. There's a quick pass back deep to Tredovic. They need a bucket to break it loose. Tredovic drives, lays it under. Dolan's got two. Good feed from Tredovic. Here's their pressure defense. Mackey, Truax. Truax in traffic, in heavy traffic. Up on the side of Mackey, in the middle of Palin. 2-on-1. Palin drives, puts it up. He's got two. Palin with two, and Deer Creek lead it 4-2. Hillcrest coming up with the ball. Tredovic handling. Tredovic into the front court. On the side to Olso. He comes back to Tredovic. Tredovic over in the wing. Ostrander cranks from 12. He's got it. Ostrander with two. The ball game's all tied at 4 again. Mackey passed into Truax. Truax is fouled by Tredovic, and there's one of those fouls that Bill Colbeck doesn't want. Anytime you foul a guy 100 feet away from the other end of the court, it's not going to do you too much good. Tredovic picks up the foul, his first. Yeah, Hillcrest dropping back on the defense as Truax brings Deer Creek into the front court. Truax looking, still looking, bounce pass, deflected, gets it back. In the corner, Lang cranks from 12, he's got it. Lang in the corner. 6-4 now, Deer Creek in front. There's Ostrander laying it off, goes out of bounds, tipped out by Deer Creek. Trying to get that pass to Dolan at the baseline. John Christensen will handle the inbound pass. Tandem along the lane. Let's see how they go. On the side, also puts it up, no good. Rebound, picked up underneath by Bow. Bow up to Mackey, front court Truax. Truax baseline, cranks it up, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Palin. Hillcrest will come in. 6-4, Deer Creek, the Wildcats out in front. John Christensen backcourt. John Christensen in traffic up to Ostrander. Ostrander into the front court, Tredovic. Tredovic at the free throw line. Drives, lays it under Dolan. He's got two. Good pass again to set him up. 6-6 to score. 4:19 to go here in the first period. There's Palin driving. 8-footer. He's got two. 4-point Palin. 8-6 now. There's a ball knocked out of bounds by Bow. Hillcrest will come in. John Christensen showing out that gum. Passes to Ostrander. Back to Christensen. Christensen comes right up the middle. That's a lot of pressure on the sophomore. Up to Ostrander. Dolan. Dolan goes in, lays it up. No good. Rebound comes out. Picked up by Ostrander at the baseline. Cranks back to Dolan. His shot good. Six for Dolan. 8-8. It's all tied up. There's a pass into Bow. Bow up to Truax. Truax right up the middle. Deer Creek quick. On the side to Lang. His shot is good. Lang gets his 4 points. Into 8. Deer Creek out in front. There's Tredovic driving. He missed the layup. Picked off underneath by Lang. Over to Truax. Scampers into the front court. Looking at the zone. In the corner. Knocked down. Taken by Lang. Fires from the corner. No good. Rebound Dolan. Dolan over to Olso. Up to Tredovic. Tredovic Stedovic scrambles into the front court. His club trails by 2. Looking at his own defense. Over to Ostrander. Cross court deflected, taken by Stedovic. Stedovic with the ball. Stedovic in the corner also. Also from 4. No good. Dolan puts it in. 8 for Dolan. Ball game tied at 10. Truex with the ball. Truex in traffic. Fires it up to Lang. Lang has it knocked down. Gets it back again. Fires up into the front court. Mackey does a toe dance along the sideline. Back to Lang. Lang goes into the corner. Comes back out to Mackey. Mackey over the far side to Bowl. Bowl. Cross court. Truex. 12-footer. He's got it. 4-point Truex, and both these clubs shooting the eyes out of the bucket. Stedovic comes up into the front court. 12-10. Deer Creek lead it. Stedovic, free throw line, lays it up. Dolan. Dolan puts it up. He's got 2. 10 points for Dolan. 12-12, a dozen apiece. Pass comes up, intercepted. There's a shot by Stedovic. He's got 2. Stedovic with 2. Basket is good. And the foul is on number 1-4. That will be Truex. Stedovic gets the line now, trying to complete the 3-point play. And with the score, 14-12, Hillcrest by 2, 2-4 to go. Let's go back for this word. Back again, 14-12. Hillcrest lead it by 2. Stedovic will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Region 6 Class A basketball. The winner of this one will move into the finals on Friday night.
Number 11,
Stedovic gets the line. He'll go with Palin and Lang defensively under the board for Deer Creek. Stedovic trying to complete the 3-point play. Bill Colbeck was trying desperately to get his kids to drop off that pressure defense when they stole that one. Stedovic free throw, no good. Palin clears, and Deer Creek come up with the ball. Into the front court, Mackey. Off to Palin. Palin, one bounce, back out to Mackey at the point. Mackey looks, goes on the far side to Bowl. Bowl sticks the nose in, gets a shot up from 8. He's got 2. Bowl with 2 points. Ball game all tied at 14 apiece. That's the best job we've seen done against Hillcrest's zone defense so far in tournament action. Also, into Dolan. Turnaround fadeaway. He's got 2. 12 for Dolan here in the first third, and a foul. I believe goes to number 3-0. The foul goes to number 3-0, Bowl. The foul occurred after the basket was taken, so there will not be a shot taken. Hillcrest instead will have the ball, a chance for a 4-point play. Into the corner, Ostrander cranks it up. He's got 3. 4-point Ostrander. 18-14. Hillcrest leading it now by 4 here in the first period. Wildcats, Truex has it knocked down but picked up by Mackey. Mackey off to Truex. Truex on the side. 18-footer is no good. Rebound picked up by John Christensen. Bounced it on the end line. And Deer Creek will have the ball. Bowl will handle the inbound pass. Corner to Palin. Palin drives, cranks it up. No good. Dolan clears the board. Dolan over to Stedovic. Stedovic into the front court. Randy hangs on. Corner to Olso. Olso back to Stedovic. Over to Olso. Set. Fired. No good. Rebound, John Christensen. Knocked away. Picked up by Dolan. No good. It's no good. Picked up. No good. And a foul will go to Palin. Oh, they gave it to Bowl. We thought maybe Palin was hanging on. We're guessing. We can't do that. Olso at the line has not scored tonight. Takes plenty of time. Bounces the ball. He'll shoot a pair. Right hands it up. It is good. That one hit on the front lip, trickled around, and fell through the net. Palin, Lang, defense under the boards. 19-14, Hillcrest lead it. 20-14 as we get that one. 43 seconds remaining here in the first period. Hillcrest out in front by 6. Truax, front court, Deer Creek. Off to Mackey. Mackey drives, lays off on the side. Palin shot good. Palin gets his 6 points. 20-16. Hillcrest by 4. Into the front court, Ostrander. Loops it up, deflected, picked off by Palin. 3-on-2. Into the front court, Truax. Drives, he's got, no, he missed the layup. But Lang puts it up, no good. Taken by Dolan. Down into the front court, Ostrander. Goes in, lays it up, he's got 2. 22-16. Hillcrest by 6. 4 seconds remaining in the period. There's a shot by Palin. It's good. And Olso gets the bucket. He has a chance for the 3-point play. Olso gets the bucket. Palin will be at the line. Trying to complete the 3-point play. The period has ended. Big scoring period for both clubs. Palin right hands it up. He's got it. So your first period ends 22-19. Hillcrest by 3. We go back for this. Back for the second period of action, 22-19. A lot of scoring in that first period. And I'll say that in all honesty, that's the best penetration I've seen against that zone. Of course, when you're shooting well, it doesn't make much difference. And Deer Creek have shot well, as have the Hillcrest Academy Comets in the first period. 22-19. Hillcrest lead it by 3. Kids all shake hands. Also will be jumping against Palin. Also the shorter of the two. Cranks the ball up. The tip taken by Ostrander. Ostrander front court. Ostrander on the side at the baseline. Puts it up from 8. No good. Rebound. Picked up by Palin. Right up the middle. 4-on-2. Palin nearly lost it. Got it back. Cranked it up. No good. Rebound to Dolan. Off to Tredovic. Tredovic front court. Both clubs racing up and down the floor. Travel call on Tredovic. He got the bucket, but took too many steps to get to the net. Deer Creek will come in. They trail 22-19. Mackey coming up with the ball. Mackey, Truax. Truax on the side. Goes in the corner to Lang. Lang wants the baseline. 10-footer, no good. And we're going to have a foul on Olso, I believe. Olso gets his second. Brew will be coming into the ball game for Hillcrest, and Olso will go out. Deer Creek will come in with the ball. Handling will be Bowl. Bowl looking in the corner to Palin. Palin loops it up. Bowl. Bowl jumper 8. No good. Dolan with a rebound. Up to Ostrander. Gets away from him out of bounds. Deer Creek will come in, and Mackey will handle the inbound play as he goes to Truax with a bouncer. Truax front court looking at the zone. Back out Mackey. Over to Bowl. Bowl, one bounce in the corner to Palin. Knocked out of his hand by Brew and out of bounds. The Wildcats will come offensively as Bowl will handle the inbound pass. Let's see how they go. Hillcrest zone the pass. Come back deep to Truax. Truax back out to Mackey. Over to Truax. Truax drives, cranks it up. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Jumper up, no good. It's good by Bowl. Bowl stuffed it back in. 22-21. Hillcrest by 1. In the corner to Brew. Brew looking, still looking. Off to John Christensen. Jumper 8, no good. Picked off by Lang. Lang with the ball. And Dolan is limping more and more all the time. Truax front court drives, cranks it up. He's got 2. Truax gets 2. And Deer Creek right back out in front, 23-22. Tredovic front court. He lost the ball. Got it back again. Over the far side to Brew. Brew into the middle. John Christensen. He missed the layup. Tipped out, taken by Brew. Brew in the corner looking. Off to Dolan. Brew. Brew from about 14. No good. Rebound Dolan. He's got 2. 24-23. Hillcrest back in front by 1. Mackey into the front court. Over to Bowl. Bowl comes back out to Mackey. Mackey with the ball. Into the middle. Turnaround Lang. He's got 2. These clubs just exchanging buckets. 25-24. Deer Creek lead it by 1. Tredovic with the ball. Drives. Lays it off. And he's called for traveling again. The Wildcats will come in. The pass to Mackey. Chews on his tongue a little bit as he comes over the stripe. Holds up the fist at the free throw line. Looking for somewhere to go with a bouncer to Bowl. Bowl from 18 off the rim and the rebound. John Christensen. Christensen walks with the ball. Oh, I'll tell you, Hillcrest got their walking shoes on tonight. That's about the 5th turnover on too many steps, as also will report back in for Hillcrest. Let's see how they go with it. John Christensen will get a break. Bo will handle the inbound pass. Let's see how they go with it. Bo looks, still looks. Off to Palin, 6-footer. He's got it. Wide open. That's 11 for Palin. 27-24, Deer Creek by 3. Ball stolen by Truax. He heads in. Can't quite get control. Has to come back out. Now moves into the middle. 8-footer. Bounces around. No good. Palin with a rebound. It's no good. Rebound by Bowl. It's good. 6 for Bowl. 29-24. New York Mills leading it by 5. Into the front court, Tredovic. Tredovic, free throw circle. He cranks it up. No good. Rebound to Bowl. Bowl up with it for the Wildcats. Up in the front court to Lang. Lang goes to the baseline. Quick pass, Palin. Palin tries to crank it up, and a foul goes to Blue. And with the score 29-24, Mills by 5. Timeout. We go back for this. Well, we're back again, and I'll tell you, all of a sudden, the Wildcats have gone to the boards, and they've cleaned them against the Comets, and that's the story right here. Actually, Hillcrest took a couple of bad pumpers, and the Wildcats are out in front by 5 at 29-24. Will bring the ball in. Bo will handle. Let's see how they go. Hillcrest normally zone it. They do. In the corner, Palin. Palin into the middle. Jumper from about 9 is off the rim. The rebound picked out. Palin. Fix puts it up, and Dolan's going to get the foul. No bucket on the play. Dolan will get the foul. And I'll tell you, the Wildcats have taken it away from the Comets. They've dumped a little water on the sizzling Comets. Palin at the line has 11. Ready. Palin right hands it up. It's short off the rim, and Dolan clears. The Comets have the ball. Up to Tredovic. Tredovic into the front court. Tredovic on the side to Olso. Olso from 14. No good. Rebound tipped around. Picked off by Olso, and we're going to have a foul called on number 3, I believe. There we see it. Bo gets his 3rd foul. At the line, it'll be Manley Olso. He's 2 for 2 from the charity line. This one coming up is good by Olso. This is Brazel, I believe, coming in. Has his left shoulder heavily taped. He had that problem in football this fall as well. Also has this one up and in. It's good. It's 4 points. 29-26. There's a pressure defense. Brazel has it intercepted by Ostrander. Goes in, fake, puts it up. He's got 2. 8 for Ostrander. 29-28. They're right back into the action again. Deer Creek will come in with it. Quick pass off. Truax in traffic. Comes up the middle. Nearly lost control. Fires it down to Mackey front court. 12-footer. Bounces off the rim. No good. Rebound cleared by John Christensen. Over to Tredovic. Tredovic coming up into the front court. Tredovic at the point. Corner to Olso. He cranks from 12. No good. Rebound to Brazel. Brazel coming up quickly into the front court. Goes into the corner. Holds it up there. Quick pass baseline. Truax. Jumper 8. No good. Rebound tip picked off the floor by John Christensen. Over to Olso. Up to Tredovic. Tredovic in the front court, and all of a sudden the tempo is slowed up. Quick pass Ostrander. From the corner he's got 2. 10 for Ostrander. 30-29. Hillcrest right back out in front. There's Palin front court. Palin comes right up the middle, drives, cranks it up. He's got 2. Nobody bothering him as he comes right up the pipe. Ball knocked out of bounds. Hillcrest will have it. Also coming out, Brew replacing him. Palin is not very quick, but Hillcrest are just letting him come right up the pipe and get the shot. Ostrander with the ball. Ostrander in traffic. Loops it cross-court Tredovic. Tredovic in the corner to Brew. Brew looking. Back out Tredovic. Tredovic lays it off into the corner, picked up by Brew. Brew back out Tredovic. Left-hander puts it up. He's got 2. 4-point Tredovic, and Hillcrest lead at 32-31. There's a pass up, and that's going to be up into the stands. Hillcrest will have the ball as Mackey cranked that one too far. They'll bring it down to the end of the court. 32-31, Hillcrest lead by 1. There's a pass, Ostrander. He fires from the corner short. Rebound picked up by Mackey. 2-on-1. Mackey bouncer to Truax. Drives in, puts it up. He's got 2. Truax with his 8th point. Deer Creek right back in front, 33-32. There's Tredovic. Bounce pass Dolan. He's got 2. 16 for Dolan. 34-33, and Hillcrest are back out in front. There's a travel call on Mackey. You don't always have to take the ball away on the pressure defense. Just get the other club off stride, and of course that's what Hillcrest are hoping to do here. There's a quick pass back to Ostrander. Hillcrest with the ball. They lead it 34-33. Into Brew. Shot up. No good. Rebound picked up by Lang. Lang bouncer to Truax. Truax cranking into the front court, and Dolan is limping more and more with each trip down the court. There's a pass back to Mackey. Over to Brazel. Brazel into the middle. Puts it up from 8. Too hard. Rebound picked up by Brew. And a foul goes to Palin. Second on Palin. Will have the 1 bonus situation. Brew at the line. Shooting the 1 bonus situation. Got to get the front side before he gets a crack at the back one. Right hands it up. It's no good. A rebound to Lang. Lang gets it off to Mackey. Mackey hustles into the front court. Off to Brazel. Back to Mackey. Mackey drives. He puts it up. No good. Rebound. They're going to call goaltending, but the wrong guy was in the net. Yeah, they were going to call goaltending. They finally gave it to Hillcrest anyway because it was Palin who was in the net. He had his big meat hooks hung right up in that old net. He went up a long ways. Tredovic coming into the front court. Tredovic at the point on the wing to Brew. Brew holds. Back to Tredovic. The left-hander cranks it up short. Rebound. Tipped up. Taken by Brew. Back to Tredovic. On the wing to Ostrander. He fires it up. No good. Comes all the way to Tredovic. Tredovic cranks it up again. He's no good. Picked off underneath by Palin. And Hillcrest played anti-eye over with that hooper. Time and again. There's Truax shot. No good. Rebound to Dolan. Dolan on the side to Tredovic as they just race up and down the court now with nobody scoring a great deal. There's a shot by Tredovic, no good. Rebound to Palin, loses it, picked up by Truax. He races down court, lays it off to Brazel. He walks with the ball. Well, so far, in the last 5 minutes of this period, they could take the baskets down and play between the two free throw lines because that's the way they've been racing up and down. Nobody getting the ball in the old hooper. Now ready. The pass comes into Tredovic. Hillcrest with the ball. We have 56 seconds. Stolen by Mackey. Mackey goes in. Knocked out of his hand beautifully by Tredovic. Goes out of bounds and Deer Creek will have it. 52 seconds remaining in the half. Brazel will handle the inbounds pass. Looking. Goes deep out to Truax. Truax comes out. Goes back the other way. Now looking for someone. Comes back out to Mackey. 45 seconds remaining in the half. Truax. 18-footer. He's got it. Truax from 18. His 10th point. Deer Creek leads it 35-34. Over the far side, Manley also at the baseline, puts it up, no good, rebound to Palin. Palin over to Truax, up in the front court, he puts it up, he's got two again. And I'll tell you, they're out hustling the Comets. 37-34, three-point lead Deer Creek. Ostrander drive, puts it up, he missed the layup. Picked off by Lang, up to Mackey. Mackey over the far side to Brazel, he walks with the ball. 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Deer Creek leading it by 3. Pass comes in Ostrander. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He cranks from the outside. No good at the buzzer. Deer Creek lead it 37-34. We'll be back after this word. Well, we're back again. It's been a racehorse first half. Hillcrest have kind of, instead of playing their game, have been kind of letting the Wildcats take the game to them, and they have been playing the Wildcat game. Hillcrest got out in front 22-19 at the end of the first period. They were able to get but 12 in the second period, and the trail now as Deer Creek got 18 in the period, 37-34. Looking individually, first of all for Deer Creek, Palin with 13, 12 for Truax, 6 for Brian Bowe, and 6 for Steve Lang. Taking a look at the Hillcrest Academy Comets, Dolan was 16, 10 for Ostrander, 4 for Olso, and 4 for Tredovic. Taking a look at the personal fouls, the only one in any immediate danger would be Brian Bowe of the Wildcats of Deer Creek, who has 3. Craig Palin with 2, Greg Truax with 1, and that takes care of their fouls in the first half. Also has a pair for Hillcrest, 1 for Dolan, 1 for Tredovic, and 1 for Steve Broe. Well, we are here at halftime, and we're going to talk for a minute to Bill Rose. Old Santa Claus, sit down. We'll talk to him here. We got Carl Beck here, too. We'll talk to the two of them. First of all, Bill, your impressions on the first half.
Really a good basketball game. Oh, it's a terrific ball game. You know, 37-34. Very quick action. Deer Creek running all the time, and then in the middle of the second quarter, I thought Hillcrest come out and started running more, too.
I think Hillcrest zone got popped pretty well in that first half because, well, the same old thing. You either get down there first with the ball or you get the shots over it, and Deer Creek did both of those things in the first half.
Right, this big kid from Deer Creek's impressed me. You know, he comes whipping down through there. I don't know if he knows where he's going, but he knows where the bucket is, and that's where he ends up, and he comes through there pretty hard.
I'd really be anxious to see the Deer Creek shooting percentages in that first half.
Yeah, I would be too. Even when Hillcrest got set up in their zone, they were getting, you know, the 5-10 footers and hitting them, which of course is what counts on that. And that's, I think, you know, as you said, the shooting percentage has to be extremely high.
And of course, Carl, things went along. It looked like Hillcrest were having much better of the boards, and all of a sudden Hillcrest quit going to the boards, or maybe Wildcats just got better position. But in the last part of the first half, the
sudden, Deer Creek out-rebounded them 10-2 during one stretch, and that's where they came back and went ahead and been able to hold the lead.
Taking a look, too, here in the first half, to me it looks like Hillcrest have been afraid they're going to get into foul trouble. They played a little cozy on some of the drives. They really haven't stuck their nose in there defensively when the Deer Creek Wildcats have come down the court.
That's true. I think, maybe it's a little bit of different brand of basketball I play over here, maybe from over there. Of course, Deer Creek is pretty small. They get out in front of those two guards, and they have to drive. They impress me a lot, too, because as you said, they stick their nose down. They don't care whether it gets hurt or not. They go in there, and I think this is marking, of a good basketball team.
Well, it looks like 37-34 here at the halftime that it's anybody's basketball game, and certainly has been a crowd pleaser here in the first half. Carl, you got any comments on the first half?
Well, if Deer Creek keeps shooting the way they've been shooting, they're going to give Hillcrest a lot of problems. They drove Hillcrest out of their 3-2 zone, which a couple of teams were confused by during the district tournaments. Hillcrest went to a 2-3 then, and that didn't seem to help much either because Deer Creek kept shooting very well. It's the best I've seen Deer Creek shoot this year.
How do you account for the fact that in the district tournament here, the three teams that Hillcrest played were unable to get inside against that zone, and looking at it here tonight, the Wildcats have been able to drive that middle?
I think they got the guard to penetrate, though. It's a little kid, I don't know how close he comes in there. We're sitting quite a ways back over here when we see the second half. He penetrates in there real well, drawing those two guys into him, and then they get it around him. And I don't think anybody in that district tournament done that.
No, especially in the Barnesville game, they stood around a lot on the outside. Well, what do you see here in the second half, Bill?
I don't know what kind of mixed emotions. Oats Lynn Peterson, coach of Deer Creek, is from Rotsey, and of course we want to see Hillcrest win. Made a statement to my wife. I said we're half here for a regional tournament once our band is here. Of course, we'd like to see Hillcrest win coming out of our district and coming out of our conference. It's just too bad that this Dolan kid, isn't 100%. I think he's really playing on nerve alone out there right now because he really looks like he's hurting. But yet he really does a job for him.
He really, from my observations, isn't running as well tonight as he did in the championship game here last Friday night.
No, he isn't. I imagine that ankle stiffen up an awful lot on him, and maybe after one half it'll loosen up. I guess the challenge of a great team is sometimes you have to play with a little pain, and he's certainly proving that he's a champion tonight by playing. I think he's in a lot of pain out there, but yet, on his face or nothing, you don't see it bothering him.
Carl, your impressions now, second half.
Well, the same thing again. If Deer Creek can shoot like they have, I don't know. It seemed to be a trading of layups with both teams in their zone presses or full court presses, and they're running. I'm waiting for one of the teams to pull out of that press and quit giving the other team layups. There just seems like that's what the most of the shooting has been.
Well, we want to thank you, Carl Beck and Bill Rose, for talking to us here at halftime. Well, we're back at halftime now. Let's take a look at the halftime statistics. First of all, Hillcrest Academy Comets put up 40 shots in that first period. I'll tell you, Deer Creek weren't far behind. They cranked up 38 times. Hillcrest got 15 for 38%, and Deer Creek 18 for 38 for 47%. We honestly felt possibly that Deer Creek were shooting better than that. But taking a look at the rebound, through the first period and a half, Hillcrest had control of the board, but as halftime came, it closed up 24-21, with Hillcrest having the advantage. Turnovers, pretty even Steven, 10 for Hillcrest and 9 for Deer Creek, which indicates what a really close basketball game this one is. We remind you, of course, that we'll be back here again about 20 minutes after the completion of this one for the Glenwood Breckenridge game. And of course, Glenwood, not too many people figured they'd be in here. They had won only 5 games during the regular season. They were defeated by 21 points by Wheaton just before tournament time. They came on and knocked off favorite Sox Center and then cruised through the tournament, defeating Ballard 45-40 in the finals to move in here. Of course, the Breckenridge Cowboys, Otter fans know them. The Otters split with them during the year. They came on by defeating their big ones, Wheaton and Gracefield, semifinal and final action. This, of course, is Region 6 Class A high school basketball from the field house here at the campus of Concordia College. Two teams at the side of the court. Like we always say, we can't understand why the coach takes them to a dressing room for 10 minutes, then comes up and he's got to spend another 2 rehashing what he's talked about in the dressing room for 10. But I guess that's all part of the game. Hillcrest will come out with Ostrander, Dolan, Tredovic, Oso, and Christensen. Deer Creek come out with Bove, Palin, Lang, Truax, and Mackey. Palin jumping against Oso. The tip come back, knocked away, and tied up. Ostrander will jump. Let's see who he'll go against. They'll bring Mackey in it, and Ostrander the taller of the two. Ready to go. They put the ball up. The tip goes into the corner, taken by Oso. 8-footer. He overshot, played anti-eye over, and Palin up with it. Over to Bo. Bo into the front court. Deer Creek. Deer Creek. Mackey. Mackey at the point. They're playing on the 4 corners now, trying to spread things out. Over to Mackey. Bo. Bo from about 18. He's got it. Bo gets his 8th point, and Deer Creek are out in front, 39-34. Down court. Pass to Oso. Goes in, fakes, puts it up. He got the layup. 6 for Oso. 39-36. Deer Creek again leading it by just 3. Mackey. Front court, Truax. Truax, far side to Bo. Bo at the baseline, goes in, goes by, puts it up, no good, rebound, knocked out of bounds, knocked out by Palin. Hillcrest will come in. Here's the pressure defense again, zone pressure. They run a trap, cross court, thrown right into the hands of Truax. Truax right back up the middle, shot no good. Picked up by John Christensen. Down to Dolan, over to Oso, he's got 2. Mid-court zone pressure now, 1 box. There's Truax with the ball. Truax in trouble. Truax still in trouble. Gets the pass up to Palin. Palin into the middle. He cranks it up, no good. Rebound tip taken by Brew. Brew up to Tredovic. Tredovic coming up over the time stripe. 6:2 to go in the 3rd period. Tredovic with the ball. Over to Ostrander in the corner. Baseline, Dolan knocked out by Palin. 5:57 remaining in the 3rd period. Hillcrest lead Deer Creek 40-39. Region 6 basketball from Concordia College. Ostrander at the point. Ostrander on the wing to the baseline. Lays it back out. Tredovic, 20-footer short. Goes out of bounds, didn't touch a thing. Deer Creek will come up. Truax is limping. I don't know what he got, a knee in the thigh or what, but he's limping a bit. Into the front court comes Mackey. Bouncer off to Truax. Hillcrest putting that pressure on. Over to the side, Bo drives. He cranks it up. He's got it. 10 for Bo, 41-40. And Hillcrest thrown away on the inbound pass. Deer Creek will have it. They have a 1-point lead, 41-40. Bo will handle the ball. Let's see how they go. Hillcrest zone the inbound pass. Now ready. Pass in the corner to Truax. Truax drives the line. 8-footer. Bounces around. No good. Rebound Dolan. Gets it up. Tredovic 2-on-1. Tredovic drives. He puts it up. No good. Rebound to Palin. Knocked away. He gets it right back up again. Comes right back up the middle. Over on the side to Lang. Lang cranks. No good. Rebound comes out. Knocked down. Picked up by Brew. They're just racing, ragging it back and forth right now. Off to Tredovic. Tredovic off to Ostrander. 13-footer off the rim. No good. Rebound picked up by Lang. Up to Mackey, and Tredovic gets the foul. I tell you, Deer Creek, you've got Hillcrest running the way they shouldn't be running. Also back in, replacing Brew. Deer Creek front court. Truax. Far side to Bowl. Drives the baseline. He cranks it up. He's got it. 12 for Bowl. 43-40. Deer Creek by 3. Tredovic front court drive. He puts it up. Knocked down. He got it right back again. Lost it out of bounds. Deer Creek will come in. Truax handling. And I'll tell you, this is a very poised Deer Creek club here tonight. Over to Mackey. Back to Truax. Truax goes into the corner. Come back out to Mackey. Over the far side to Bowl. Bowl back to Mackey. On the side to Truax. Truax off to Mackey. In the middle of Palin. Jumper. It's no good. Rebound picked up by Olso. Olso off to Tredovic. 4 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the third period. Olso lays it in under Christensen. And we're going to have a lane violation on Ostrander. Brew coming in. Ostrander will go out.
Into the game for the Comets, number 31, Steve Brew.
43-40. 3-point lead for Deer Creek. We have 3:57 to go in the third period. Into the front court, Truax. Truax splits the guards, goes in, lays it under, intended for Palin. He was looking for Truax to shoot. It sailed over his head out of bounds. Christensen will handle the inbound pass. Lays it up in the middle to Tredovic. Tredovic into the front court. Comes back out of the traffic. Mackey chases him. And there's the shot. No good. Rebound. Tip picked off underneath by Truax. Quickly in the front court. Truax driving. He cranks it up. He missed it. Picked off underneath by John Christensen. Christensen drives down court. Nearly lost it. Gets it back out to Tredovic. Tredovic waiting. Dolan really having trouble with that foot. He's real late getting down court. Corner to John Christensen. Shot good. First two for Christensen. 43-42. Deer Creek lead it by 1. Everyone hanging on to their seats. Good crowd here. Mackey in trouble. Mackey hooks it up. Picked up by Truax. 12-footer. No good. Tipped out. Palin takes it. Palin on the wing. Drives in. Has it knocked away and a foul. Goes to Olso.
Fouls on number 35.
Second team foul of the half against Hillcrest. And the third foul against Olso. Bo will handle the inbound pass. Bo bounces out to Lang. Sets. Cranks. Short. Rebound. Tip taken by Mackey. He puts it up. He's got it. First 2 points for Mackey. 45-42. 3 points separate. Hillcrest down by 3. Tredovic into the middle. Drive. He hooks it up. He's got 2. Tredovic with his 6 points. 45-44. Deer Creek by 1 again. Up into front court, Truax. Truax front court. Drives up the middle. He cranks it up. No good. Rebound by Dolan. Also doing a little bit of refereeing, not playing too much basketball right now. Bill Kobeck says get up there and play it. And Tredovic walks with the ball.
Emergency announcement. There is a long distance phone call for Ralph Cassell in a field house counter.
Deer Creek coming in with the ball. Mackey handling. 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the period. Off to Bo. Drives and a foul will go to John Christensen. First time Christensen, third against Hillcrest here in the half. Deer Creek will come in with it. Bo will handle. Looking. Off to Palin. Palin baseline. Lays it in and knocked down and taken by Dolan. Jump ball. Well, we'll see now if Dolan will jump. He's had trouble with that ankle. Ready. He goes up. The tip is back. It goes through Christensen's hand. Picked up by Bo. Bo off to Truax. Mackey at the point. Over to Bo. Bo goes to the baseline. Hands off. Comes back out to Mackey. In the middle of Palin. He cranks it up. No good. Dolan clears it. Gets it over to John Christensen. Hillcrest now with a chance to move in front here with a bucket. Brew. Tredovic on the side to Oso. Baseline, John Christensen. Drive, puts it up. He's got it. Fourth point for John Christensen. Hillcrest lead it 46-45. Mackey coming up. Mackey off to Truax. Truax comes back into the middle. Off to Mackey. Mackey over the side to Bo. Bo drives through. Has it knocked away. Picked off by Palin. Back to Mackey. On the side to Truax. Truax looking for someone. Still looking. Double dribble with the ball. Ostrander will come in and John Christensen will come out. Hillcrest lead it 46-45. There's a quick pass up to Tredovic. Tredovic in the front court, lost it. Picked up by Bo, off to Mackey. 12-footer, no good. Rebound to Oso. Oh, and Dolan was down there all alone. They didn't see him. Off to Tredovic. Tredovic on the side, Oso. Baseline, Dolan. Shot from 8. He's got it. 20 points for Dolan. 48-45. Hillcrest lead it by 3. There's Truax into the front court. Truax goes in the corner to Palin. Palin drives. He puts it up. No good. Rebound Lang. He puts it up. No good. Tip no good. Picked off by Dolan. Up to Tredovic. Tredovic into the front court. Tredovic had it knocked away but got it back again. Tredovic on the side to Oso. Oso at the baseline. Lane violation called on Brew. Hillcrest in there having a picnic lunch, and you can't do that. 48-45, Hillcrest by 3. 14 seconds to go in the third period. Mackey, baseline, Lang, his shot, he's got it. Lang in the corner, gets his 8th point. There's coming into the front court, Tredovic. He cranks it off the board, good at the buzzer. 50-47 as they hit on the buzzer. And Hillcrest leads 50-47. We go back for this word. One team here tonight, there's just 8 minutes remaining. For the other, it'll be a shot at the trip to the Minnesota State Class A high school basketball tournament at St. Paul's Civic Center next week. The winner of this one, of course, will go into action on Friday night in the championship game against the game to follow this one, the Breckenridge Cowboys and Glenwood. Hillcrest leading it 50-47 as we move in to the 4th and final period. It's been an excellent basketball game. Well, we're ready. Dolan stepping in now at the center spot as Hillcrest would like to try and get this tip. This is the first time Dolan has jumped at center. Ready, the ball up, the tip on the side, picked off by Bo. Deer Creek have the ball. Back out to Mackey, on the side to Truax. In the corner to Palin, his shot, he's got it. Palin gets his first points of the second half, his 15th point of the night. John Christensen front court. Loop the pass up, Tredovic in the corner. Tredovic comes back out. Off to Oso. Oso in heavy traffic. Puts it up anyway. No good. Took a bad shot and the ball picked up by Bo. Bo over to Mackey. Mackey on the side. Truax back to Bo. Bo looking. His turnaround. His shot is good. Bo gets his 14th point, and Deer Creek are back in front, 51-50. John Christensen coming up. Christensen into the front court. Off to Tredovic. Tredovic comes the edge of the free throw circle. Quick pass, Oso. 12-footer, no good, and we're going to have a foul. Foul is on 30-42. That would be Lang getting the foul. First against Lang, second team foul of the half against Deer Creek. John Christensen handling over to Ostrander. Set, fires, no good. Rebound, Christensen, no good. Rebound picked up by Palin. Palin coming into the front court. Palin drives out to Bo. He's got two. And the foul goes to Bo. Bo gets his 4th foul, but he also gets the bucket, his 16th. 53-50 now, as Deer Creek have moved back in front, this time by 3. Ostrander with the ball. Ostrander hooks it back to John Christensen. Christensen down the corner to Oso. He cranks it up. It's no good. Rebound rolls on the floor, picked up by Mackey. Mackey coming up. Mackey drives. Mackey lays it off. Truax drives the baseline, and a foul. Foul goes to Ostrander. That is the 4th team foul. Bo will handle. There's a quick pass back out deep. Mackey over to Truax. To Mackey to Truax. Truax comes back out looking. Bounce pass to Mackey. Mackey in the middle of Palin. He lost the ball out of bounds. Oh, he had Dolan beat. Was headed for the bucket and lost it. Hillcrest come in. Ostrander. John Christensen out to Tredovic. Tredovic coming up. Tredovic into the front court. Tredovic at the free throw line. And we're going to call for carrying the ball. 53-50. Deer Creek smelling a win with 6-7 to go. A lot of time. But Deer Creek have really risen to the occasion here. Mackey front court, into the middle, deflected, picked up by Olso, down to Tredovic, goes in, he's got 2. In for Tredovic, 53-52. Deer Creek lead it by 1. Tredovic, Bo with it, lost it, got it back again to Mackey, over to Bo. Bo with the ball, back to Mackey. Mackey holds. Mackey looking for somewhere to go. Over to the far side to Bo. Bo goes into the corner, lays it up, comes back deep to Mackey. Mackey in the middle of Palin. He lost it, picked up by Truax. Truax over to Mackey. Mackey drives through, pass into Palin, puts it up. He missed the layup. Picked up by John Christensen. Oh, all he had to do was put it up there right. He got a little fancy with it, and it rolled off. Hillcrest now with a chance to move in front. Ostrander back to Tredovic. Also, John Christensen drives. He puts it up. The basket is good, and that'll be all for Bo. That is all for Bo. And with the score 54-53, Hillcrest leading by 1. 5-6 to go. Timeout. We go back for this. Well, we're back. 5 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in a wild and woolly affair. For part of one period, they played between the 2 free throw lines and forgot all about the bucket. Then all of a sudden, they started cranking them from all over again. 54-53. Hillcrest Academy leading it by 1. John Christensen will go to the line. Pretty good-looking sophomore kid. Deer Creek will go under the boards with Palin and Lang. Brazel in the ball game for Bo, who fouled out with 16 points. Christensen, big free throw right here. Sophomore cranks it up. He's got it. 7 for him. 55-53. Hillcrest lead it by 2. Truax coming up. Truax has it stolen, but Tredovic gets the foul. Third on Tredovic. And we'll have the 1 bonus situation now. Truax going to the line. And here's big free throws down at the other end. He'll shoot the front side of the 1 bonus with Dalen and Christensen underneath the board. Truax ready. He's a right-hander. Takes a look, casts it up short. And it didn't hit a thing, and Hillcrest will have the ball. 5 minutes remaining. Hang on to your hat. We got one going. Looking. Here's a quick pass into Tredovic. Tredovic coming up with the ball, looking for someone. Over to John Christensen. Christensen right up the middle. Leaves it in the front court to Ostrander. Ostrander at the point. Goes around to the far side. Still working against the zone. Tredovic. Also. Tredovic. Off to Ostrander. Has it knocked away, stolen by Lang. Down to Truex. Goes in. He lays it up. He missed the layup. Picked off underneath by Ostrander. Down into the front court. Off the board. Travel called again on Tredovic. Tredovic is not having a good night. And Bill Kolbeck is really trying to fire him up. Tredovic has been sick for the last 10 days. And, of course, that could be a factor. Deer Creek come in with the ball. 4:30 remaining. They trail 55 to 53. Mackey over to Brazo. Back out to Mackey. Mackey in the middle of Palin. Palin's turnaround shot. It's tie-ball game. 17 for Palin. 55-55. Quick pass up to Tredovic. Tredovic lays it under Dolan. He's got two. Good pass to set that one up. 57-55. Hillcrest lead it by 2 again. Mackey comes up. Mackey into the front court. Off to Brazo. In the middle of Palin. Palin cranks it up. They got to do something with him. They're letting him have the easy shot. That's 19 for him. 57-57. Into the front court. And a foul goes to Ostrander. Ostrander gets number 2. And we're going to have the one bonus situation, and now Deer Creek have a chance to go in front again. I tell you, Deer Creek are going to get the ball into Palin all night as nobody is bothering him at all as he pumps the ball toward the hooper. Palin at the line has 19. This one up. It is good. 20 for him. 58-57. Deer Creek by 1. 3:45 to go. This one up. It is good again. 21 for him. There's a quick pass up to Ostrander. Ostrander front court. Ostrander has it taken away by Lang. Into the front court, Lang. Deer Creek with the ball. Off to Brazo. Brazo looking for somewhere to go. In the middle of Palin. He puts it up. No good. Rebound tip picked up by Palin. He's got 2. 23 points for Palin. And Hillcrest trailing with 3:18 to go by 4. Ask for a timeout. And we go back for this word. 61-57. Deer Creek leading it by 4 with 3:18 to go. This, of course, from the field house on the campus of Concordia College. Class A basketball in the state of Minnesota. Region 6. Brew comes into the ball game for Hillcrest. Ostrander comes out. John Christensen will handle the ball now as he comes into Tredovic. Oh, I'll tell you, the Wildcats are fired up. There's Tredovic from 18. He's got it. Tredovic with his 12th point. 61-59. There's a pass in the corner to Truax. Truax comes right up the middle. Truax drives through. Truax puts it up. He's got it. Great play by Truax. 14 for Truax. And stolen by Lang on the inbound pass. And Hillcrest in trouble right now. 63-59. Deer Creek lead it. Over to Mackey. Mackey. Truax. Back out to Mackey. In the middle of Palin, and Dolan gets the foul. That's his second. Palin at the line has 23 points. 2:41 remaining. Mills has lost to this club, and there's Palin missed everything in the house. Deer Creek will have the ball. Hillcrest will have the ball. Deer Creek will go back on defense. 2:41 to go. A lot of time left. Pass into Brew. Brew into the front court. Brew with the ball, looking for someone off to Tredovic. Tredovic on the side to Olso. Goes in the middle, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Christensen, no good. And a foul goes to Palin. That's his 4th. And we'll have the one bonus situation with Dolan at the line. 4 fouls on Palin right now. Oh, and here's big free throws. Hang on to your hat. points. Ready, right hands it up. He's got it. 23 for Dolan. 63 to 60. Deer Creek leading it by 3. Dolan puts it up. He's got it. 63 to 61. Mackey looking for someplace to go. Into Truax. Truax coming up. Truax into the... Trying to get up. Lost the ball. Got it back again. Pass up in the middle of Palin. Palin shot from 15. No good. Rebound by Lang. And a foul will go to Brew. Brew gets a foul, and Lang will go to the line shooting big free throws. Lang has not been to the free throw line tonight. 2:17 remaining. 63-61, Deer Creek lead it. Lang at the line. Takes a deep breath. The right-hander puts it up. It is no good. They have missed 3 free throws here in this fourth period. Ready again. At the line. Takes it, puts it up, looks good it is. 9 for Lang. Tredovic with the ball in the back court. Off to John Christensen. Christensen coming up into the front court. Off to Tredovic. Tredovic off to Brew. Brew with the ball, looking, comes back out to Tredovic. On the side to Olso, baseline John Christensen. Olso puts it up from 4. No good, it was in and popped out. Palin comes right up the middle with the ball, and Brew gets the foul. Oh, that ball was down in the cone and popped out of there. And here's big free throws again, the one bonus situation. Could give Deer Creek a 5-point lead with 1:54 to go. Palin missed his last free throw try. At the line. Ready again. Has this one high in the air. It's good. 24 for Palin. 65-61. 4-point lead, Deer Creek. Timeout. We go back for this word. Well, we're back. And I'll tell you, Hillcrest got a big rocky road ahead of them right now. They trail 65-61, 1:54 to go. Deer Creek fans going wild across the way. Palin at the line, now trying to can the other free throw. He has 24 points tonight. He can give his club a 5-point lead right here. Palin ready. Right hands it up. It's no good. Ostrander will come back into the action for Hillcrest. And Brew will go out. 4 points separate. Deer Creek lead. 1:53 remaining in the action. Ostrander with the ball. Nearly lost it. Got it up to John Christensen. Back to Ostrander. Ostrander goes into the corner looking for someone across to Tredovic. On the side. Also puts it up. No good. Rebound taken by Lang. Lang loses it over to Mackey. And Mackey is tied up by Olso. 1:35 remaining. Also the taller of the two. And I'll tell you, they're going to give the ball to Tredovic in the backside. He's wide open. The tip comes back to Tredovic. Tredovic lays it in under. Dolan goes in. A foul goes to Lang. And we have the one bonus situation with Dolan at the line. He has 24 points. 1:31 to go. Dolan puts it up. It is good. 25 for Dolan. 65-62. Deer Creek by 3. Dolan ready again. He puts it up. He's got it. 26 for him. 65-63. 2 points separating. There's Dolan, and we're going to have a foul called on number 35 also. Also gets the foul, his 4th. And here's Palin at the line. He has missed 2 out of his last 3 free throws. His club leads by 2. This one up. Looks good it is. 25 for him. 66-63. 3-point lead now for Deer Creek. 1:28 to go. Dolan, this one up again. He hits it. 26 for him. 67-63. 4 points separate. There's Tredovic coming up with the ball, trying to get into the front court. Finally does. Over to Ostrander. Ostrander baseline. Tries to crank it up. Tied up by Palin. Well, if Deer Creek gets the ball here, it's going to be tough. And they're letting Truax have the open lane. Oh, the tip picked off by Brazo. Brazo over to Mackey. Mackey coming up. Off to Brazo. And we're going to have a travel call on Brazo. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go. Hang on to your hat. Hillcrest are going to come in. Tredovic off to Olso. Olso puts it up from 6. He's got it. 10 for Olso. 67-65. Deer Creek leads by 2. 58 seconds to go. Timeout. We go back for this. Well, we're back. 58 seconds of eternity. Deer Creek will have the ball and a 2-point lead. Hillcrest will have to get it away without Deer Creek scoring. They bring Palin out at the 10-second line with Lang over on the 10-second line on the far side. They're going to spread it out now and see what they can get going. Hillcrest come out and pick them up. And they're going to let Mackey have the room to pass it in. They're looking, still looking, still looking. Pass into Brazo. Brazo, Mackey in traffic, off to Palin. Palin comes right up the middle, off to Lang. Lang drives. Lang holds up. Lang gets it back out to Brazo. Brazo in the middle, knocked down, picked up by Mackey. 43 seconds to go. In the middle of Palin, and a foul goes to Dolan. Well, here's the big free throw. You trade the foul for the free throw. Palin at the line, 40 seconds remaining. He's shooting the one bonus situation. He's got to make the first one to get a crack at the second one. Right-hander puts it up. Looks good. It is good. It hung on the lips and fell in. 27 for him. That ball just balanced there and fell to the inside. 68-65. Deer Creek by 3. This one up. It's no good. Rebound comes out to Truax. Truax is fouled by Olso. That's 5 on Olso. Brewer report in for him. And here's the big free throws again with Truax right back there. He can pretty well sew it up. His club leads by 3. He could give him a 5-point lead with 37 seconds to go. Truax ready. Takes a look. Has it up. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around. Goes out of bounds and good. Deer Creek will have the ball. And with a score, 68-65, 33 seconds to go. Deer Creek leading it. We go back for this word. Chris got to get the ball off this pass in. They trail by 3 with 33 seconds remaining in the ball game. Basketball madness is upon us. Tournament time as Brazo will handle the inbound pass. Let's see where he goes. They look on the side. They come back out, stolen by Ostrander. He traveled with it. Brazo will come in with the ball. Now we look. Let's see how they go. They come cross court to Truax. Truax with the ball. Truax back to Mackey. Mackey over to Brazo. In the corner to Lang. Has it deflected. Comes out. Picked up by Brazo. 18 seconds. Over to Truax. Truax has it knocked away, and the foul goes to Ostrander. 13 seconds remaining, and here's a biggie. And with the score 68-65, 3 points separate. 13 seconds to go, timeout, and we're going to stay right here with it because I imagine Lynn Peterson is telling Deer Creek, no matter what happens now, don't foul anyone. Let them go for the bucket. If they got the open lane, don't foul anyone. They don't want a three-point play. Well, this is high school tournament basketball. We'll wait and see what happens. Remember, about 20 minutes after the completion of this one, we'll be bringing you basketball again as the Cowboys of Breckenridge will be looking for their first trip back to the state classic since 1940. They will be playing Glenwood for the right to face the winner of this one. Already Truax at the line. Looks a little bit on the nervous side, and I can't say I blame him. He takes a look, cranks it up. He got it. 15 for Truax, and that about nailed the lid on the coffin. If he gets this one, you can kiss her goodbye. At the line, Truax again. The right-hander puts it up. He's got it. 16 for him. 70-65, pass knocked out of bounds by Lang. 12 seconds remaining. Lynn Peterson even showed a little sign of emotion on that one. Got up and cheered a bit. Pass in. There's Ostrander from about 18 off the rim. Rebound picked off underneath by Lang. Lang gets it up and is tied up. Ostrander and Dolan will tie it up. 4 seconds to go. Deer Creek will be in the championship. Ready, the ball up to tip. 3 seconds. Picked off by Brew. His shot. It's good at the buzzer. 70-67. Deer Creek winning it. We'll be back after this word. Let's wrap it up very quickly so we can get back for the next ball game. Lynn Peterson being mobbed across the way by the Deer Creek fans. And let's take a look at it. Hillcrest started out like they were going to make easy work of it. They led 22-19 after the first period. Then saw Deer Creek come back and outscore them 18-12 in the second period, and Deer Creek went in, leading it 37-34. Then in the third period, Hillcrest outscored Deer Creek 16-10. It was 50-47. Hillcrest leading as we went into the final period. Then in that final period, it was 23 points for Deer Creek, 17 for Hillcrest, and Deer Creek won it 70-67. Individually, first of all, for Hillcrest, Dolan with 26, 12 for Tredovic, 10 for Olso, 10 for Ostrander, 7 for Christensen, and 2 for Brew. For the victorious Wildcats of Deer Creek, it was 27 points for Craig Palin, 16 for Brian Bowe, 16 for Greg Truax, 9 for Steve Lang, 2 for Brian Mackey, and that took care of their scoring. That means that on Friday night, the Deer Creek Wildcats will be in the finals going against the winner of the one we're going to see now, Breckenridge and Glenwood. And we'd like to remind you, of course, that Deer Creek had a whale of a football team this fall. They could just as well have been in the finals of the state playdowns in 9-man football, but lost on an upset in their final ball game to Villard. Then when they played in the playoffs, the team they played did not have enough games to help them very much, and they did not get a shot at the state championship. So Lynn Peterson and his crew would like to get that turned around here to this weekend and make the trip to St. Paul Civic Center for the biggie coming next week. Well, that score again, Deer Creek defeating Hillcrest Academy of Fergus Falls 70-67 in first-round action in Region 6 Class A State of Minnesota basketball from Concordia College. And we'll go back to our studios now for about 15 minutes.
I know this probably isn't the right way to say it, but I feel that your kids had a tremendous season in spite of the fact that they had to come up with a couple of injuries and some illness as they went against Deer Creek in semifinal action in Region 6 and were beaten in that ball game. But I suppose if you look back at your ball game against Deer Creek in the Region 6 semifinals, you got to wonder about Deer Creek. They shot a miserable 22% in the first half last night against Breckenridge. They blew the net off the basket against you in the first half, and I guess that's just the way high school basketball goes. If the right team is hot at the right time, the other one is down a little bit, the one that's down is going to be in trouble.
That's right, Oats. I was looking at the tournament last evening. I should say maybe listening, because we were at home last night watching one game on television, listening to you in St. Cloud, and also listening to the game up in Moorhead. But Deer Creek just had a very poor first half, I'm sure, shooting-wise, and kind of sat there shaking my head. You know, it wasn't that way when we played them, but that's high school basketball, and I guess I look back yet to our key win over Barnesville, and we probably put it all together that night, and they didn't, and I think if they would have gotten by us, that they probably would be going down because they were that fine a ball club, but you have to keep winning every game.
You know, this high school basketball is something. Now, there have to be a lot of fans, has to be a lot of kids and a lot of coaches that can sit back now and look at this thing and just shake their head and say, well, if and or but we could have been in the state tournament. If Barnesville had gotten by you, they handled Breckenridge pretty well during the season. If Deer Creek would have shot as well as you did, but they didn't, so I'll tell you, that game of ifs, ands, and buts is the biggest part of basketball there ever was. But I think really we have to say that looking at Dolan when he came out in that ball game, I think really had you played the next day after the injury might have been better for him than have to wait on it, because all that time it just didn't heal that much. He looked more hobbled actually in that ball game than he did right after he'd hurt the ankle.
I think that's true. We had gotten a report from the doctor that, you know, at the best maybe limited action, this is what he thought, and realized that for the thing to properly heal, it was going to take 10 weeks. So we knew that, you know, Kenny would not be able to play up to his performance, but yet I thought he gave us just a fantastic ball game.
Okay, and then looking at your two guards, first half they had a pretty good ball game, but second half they just ran out of gas.
That's right, Oats. Again, when you're talking about ifs, if Alan and Randy had been healthy on Monday, they were both in bed. One had a temperature, and the other had been fighting a very, very bad cold and congestion throughout the tournament. And on Monday they were sick, and I told them that they better just stay in bed and try to get well and gain some strength for the ball game. But Monday was the only day that we had to practice against the defense that we thought Deer Creek would be throwing against us. And when you have three starters that are not there for practice, it really hurts. And then you look back and realize that these two guards had not touched the basketball from the Friday night game until Tuesday. I felt that they lost just a little edge, and they just weren't themselves out there. And I guess you could say it's an excuse, but I think it also was the truth for that night.
And I think really that when we talk this way, we're not trying to take anything away from the Wildcats of Lynn Peterson, because he did a tremendous job in preparing his team for you. They were hiring a kite and they were ready.
Right. No, Deer Creek played just a fine basketball game against us. We were very impressed, and as we left the floor and talked about in the locker room, we felt that evening we got beat by a better ball club, and kind of, you know, if we're going to get beat, maybe glad that we got beat by a club that kind of plays like we do.
And of course, looking at your season, now we can go back over it. You're all done. I think we should talk about some of your individuals who are going to be leaving you.
Right. We certainly get hit hard by graduation. Of the 6 fellows that we use for most of the year, we're going to lose 5 of those through graduation. That's the only one that we're keeping would be our sophomore, John Christensen. So we lose Manley Olso, Ken Dolan, Al Ostrander, Randy Tredovic, Steve Brew, and then we also lose these other seniors, Dave Christensen, Fred Istabu, Mark Vesta, and Dave Magstead. So we're really going to be hurting. I think we lose about 10 fellas out of the top 12 that we had.
Well, what do you do now for an encore? First year in the Minnesota State High School League, you win the district championship. That means that if you're going to predict on it, you're one of the top 32 Class A teams in the state of Minnesota. What are you going to do for an encore next year?
I guess only next year will tell. Looking, on what we have coming back, we obviously are going to be, way down. But the one thing in our program, I guess, not knowing, the students that may be coming into our program next year that could hopefully fit into some of these key spots and help us. And that would be, in a sense, an advantage we have where the other schools know what kids they have. They've been working with them for many years, and in our program we have maybe 2 years to work with a kid.
And of course, I think you're going to get some help out of some of your kids off the bench. Joel Christensen going to make a good guard for you. Just to mention one, you have several kids on your B squad that are going to move up and help. And I don't think it looks as dark as it does on the paper.
No, that's always true, because one thing that I found out in coaching, you never know how much a kid is going to improve from one year until the next. And the kid with determination who will maybe take the time to go to a basketball camp if that's, financially feasible, and then to spend the time, especially not so much the camp even as the time involved after that, to be practicing throughout the course of the summer and so on. And I really believe in and counting very strongly on Joel Christensen to be one of our outstanding guards. He's a very excellent ball handler right now, and if he can improve a little on his shooting and, as I've been kidding him, hopefully grow a little for next year, he's going to be just a very fine and tough competitor. And then, of course, John Christensen, just an outstanding basketball player as a sophomore, and we are very happy we have him for 2 more years, and I think that there's definitely room for John to improve, and I think he's determined enough to spend the time that it's going to take to be just a little better ball player in years to come. And then I have John Bach, who we think is an outstanding basketball player. He has a lot of ability. And John is going to, come into our program next year, and as I see it on paper now, should probably be one of our starting guards along with Joel. And then we have a Paul Jensen, about 6'3". And Paul was kind of, just a rugged fellow, I guess we could say. Reminded me a little of Palin on the boards. And if Ken Dolan was not able to play, we were hoping to try to use Paul in that ball game. And he has come along very nicely. He's not afraid to go to the boards, and he has a little shot underneath, so we think that he's going to develop, and like you say, it may not look as bad as it sounds right away when you lose so many kids.
No, I think you brought up a good point, Bill. A lot of kids, they'll figure, well, I go to camp, that's automatically going to make me a basketball player. I think that's one thing that a lot of these kids have to get out of their head. If you go to camp, you are given the introduction to the basic fundamentals and a chance to improve yourself, but you're only going to become an athlete, I don't care what sport it is, if you work at it hard at your own.
That's right, Oats. And the value I see in the camp, or if the fellow has had some good coaching, which I think most of these kids do have now in the grade school, junior high, and the B squads and so on, we feel that, like in our program, Reno has been doing just a fine job for us, that a kid gets the fundamentals down and then he goes and practice. You hear the statement that practice makes perfect, but really it has to be, in a sense, maybe perfect practice. They have to know what they're doing first and then go ahead and practice that.
Well, Bill, taking a look now at things in retrospect, as we said, you've had a good year. I think really, we've said it before, I think the turning point in your season had to be when you went up to your buddy Bill Rhodes' place at Rothsay. After that, your kids played excellent basketball, and it just ran out of gas, 1 game or 2 games short of it. But I do think that we ought to talk for a moment now about our Region 6 champion, because after all, they're the team that we are supporting now and backing the Breckenridge Cowboys of Steve Lipp, and I think Steve has done an excellent job with the Cowboys. It isn't much fun when you have a couple of your own kids playing on the team.